Hey, and welcome to my newest tutorial. So this one was requested, but also I thought it might be fun to make. I am working on some other tutorials that I've been working on for months now that who knows when they're going to get published. So this one's going to be minimal editing, so it's going to look kind of funny, but I made it for fun. You can do this two ways. You can either bring your own supplies, or you can be like me and just bum supplies off the cave that we're in, which is actually a more OSRS experience. So if you guys want to have that, there is a crate in the corner. You guys can click it. You can get the fishing supplies, the herblore supplies, and click on the bush that's right by this bridge over here. And then you get the supplies to make your herblore potion. You grind up the supplies. I don't know what they're called. I should probably look up what they're called. I'll probably add that to the description. But then you grind it up and then you put it in the little vial, and you now have a combat/prayer potion, which is cool. So it saves you inventory space. And yes, I know I am infamous and or famous for having a lot of food, but I need a lot of food. I don't want to die. So the cooking's pretty easy. And then, let's get started. So the bosses are actually super easy, and it's really fun to do them. I think after a while it's going to get repetitive, but for now, since they're new, it's fun. So you're going to go to the first boss, you're going to click enter, and I just only use piety. I've seen other people use an overhead prayer, but I hear that doesn't work. I also, full discretion, have done zero research on any of this. I've just been killing the bosses for fun and the way that I have figured out how to do the mechanics. So this first boss, the Eclipse Moon, has a few different mechanics. One of them is that a ball spawns, like a little sphere spawns, and he's going to be hitting you unless you hide behind the sphere. So you turn walk on for this mode, and you just do what I'm doing and click behind the sphere, and you shouldn't get hit. Okay, now that that's done, you want to always be standing on like the glowing square, because that'll protect you from most of the damage. I think some of them still hit you a little bit, but yeah, and make sure you don't pre-click, because I always pre-click, and that's like my thing to do for some reason. Just maybe because I'm like used to doing TOB and having to pre-click, but it's better not to. So then he has this other phase where he's kind of like a phantom, and you have to click him every time he appears, and sometimes you hit him and sometimes you don't. I don't know if that is an Alora mechanic, or that's how it's supposed to be, or there's something that I'm doing wrong, but I just do it this way, whatever, and I just eat through it. I see other people getting hit a lot also, so I think you just get hit a lot during this phase. Okay, so now we're about to go into the next room. So there's a little bush that you can click on here that'll give you lizards if you need more food. And then you can cook them in the back. Also, if you want, you can click on an herbal bush, and you can get more of the supplies to make the potions. I didn't need one this round, but in case you do, if you're like on an Iron Man or something, it's useful. So this one's kind of cool. So this one has 3 different phases. There is an iceberg phase that I couldn't catch on tape because every time I did it, for some reason, it didn't pop up. But this phase, you want to try to avoid these like little tornado things, like the twister things, and you want to go and light the 2 plates on either side. Kind of like, I guess, like the similar mechanics to Winter Tot, where you want to get rid of like the wind and the weather. And then you just do very similar mechanics. You want to be on the squares that have that little sun icon lit up. And yeah, this one's, I think, the easiest one. And I think this one kind of looks like the coolest one. Actually, I think the blood one is the coolest one. So now we're going to do the blood one. So this room is, you just run to the blood one from here. I'm going to leave this in the video so you know where to go, but let me fast forward. All right, last but not least, so now we are on the blood moon. So this one's kind of cool. he summons, or she or they summon this like jaguar blood thing, and I saw people doing this back and forth thing. I don't really like it because if you stay on the same square, you don't lose that much HP. Because I think if you stay on the one that's like lit, you get HP back. So you only lose like maybe like 10 doing this, and then you can eat through it. So yeah, I don't know what that's about. I just saw people doing it, so I did it, and I was like, I don't know, let's just see what other people are doing. Um, but yeah, I didn't like it that much, so we're just gonna do it my way. Okay, and finally we have like one of the last mechanics for these bosses. This is blood splatter. You just want to avoid the blood splatters just like you would in chambers with Tecton, with the mining of the anvil and um, the molten metal, I guess, being thrown. Well, that was it. Thank you so much for watching. I didn't get anything in this one. Also, shout out to all the people that requested this. Okay, bye.